A year ago this month, the Trump administration deported several hundred Venezuelan men to El Salvador, and that is where they were held at the notorious CECOT prison. Now, after months in detention, they were released in July of last year. But now, one of the men has filed a first-of-its-kind lawsuit asking the U.S. for more than $1 million in compensation over what he claims was an illegal deportation and detention. CBS News immigration correspondent Camilo Montoya-Galvez spoke to that man exclusively.
Se vivió un infierno total.
Total hell. That's how 28-year-old Neiyerver Adrián Leon Rengel described his time in CECOT, the infamous mega prison in El Salvador. How were you treated by the guards in that prison?
No, horrible. Horrible. Era un trato demasiado mal. Nos golpeaban. La misma agua de bañar no era la misma agua que usamos para tomar.
You had to drink the same water you used to clean yourselves.
Es correcto.
Alongside several hundred men deported from the U.S., Leon Rengel was held in CECOT for months until a prisoner swap led to their release in July. A Human Rights Watch report found that the detainees suffered psychological and physical abuse, including cases of sexual assault. What was the breaking point during your time in that prison?
Bueno, en realidad todos los días. Llegó un momento donde pensé hasta llegarme a ahorcar con la misma sabanita que nos daban para arroparnos porque...
The situation became so difficult that you contemplated ending your life?
Sí, es correcto.
The Trump administration ended up deporting more than 200 Venezuelan migrants to El Salvador last year. It deported some of them with little to no due process under the 1798 wartime law known as the Alien Enemies Act, accusing them of being gang members and violent, dangerous criminals. But a 60 Minutes and CBS News investigation found many did not have any criminal record. After traversing the Darien jungle in several countries, Leon Rengel entered the U.S. legally under a Biden administration program known as CBP-1. He was arrested once in the U.S., pleading guilty to a misdemeanor for possession of drug paraphernalia. But he had no deportation order or other criminal history when he was deported, and denies being a gang member. Or they accused of being a TDA member, a gang member.
Correcto.
What was the evidence to support that?
Más que todo se enfocaron en mi tatuaje de la mano izquierda. Tengo un felino con una máquina de cortar cabello en la boca. Y ellos dicen que eso es una señalización que es parte de la pandilla.
Are you a gang member?
No, nunca he sido un pandillero, ni he pertenecido a ninguna banda delictiva, no he pertenecido nunca a nada de eso.
On Tuesday, Leon Rengel became the first known former CECOT prisoner to sue the U.S. government in federal court, demanding compensation for what his lawyers say was false imprisonment and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The amount he's seeking? $1.3 million. Do you think what happened in CECOT to you and your fellow Venezuelan detainees was a human rights abuse?
Estoy completamente seguro de que sí fue algo en contra de los derechos humanos, porque principalmente nosotros no teníamos que ser enviados a un tercer país, y si en caso vamos como Estados Unidos, un país donde las leyes se cumplen, ellos tenían que hacer todo el proceso legal.
Now back in Venezuela, Leon Rengel says his main hope is to clear his name. Camilo Montoya-Galvez, CBS News, New York.